Welcome to Grade Primer, a weekly show that's mostly about miniatures. My name is Nick, I'm your host, and this is another Necromunda November episode. This time we're looking at some Underhive Bounty Hunters, Kal Jericho and Scabs. And because Kal Jericho is only a small box, I thought I might as well bring in some Necromunda accessories as well, with Zone Mortalis Bases and some Barricades and Objectives too. Let's go get these unboxed and see what we got. Okay, so here we have a couple of bounty hunters. We get Kal Jericho and Scabs, and some really nice cover art there. That is just very cool. I mean, look at those faces. They are faces that I've seen. Really easy lives, just chilling out, watching Netflix. Look how happy they look. You know, they get good nutrition, they get plenty of sleep, and they've never been exposed to anything but kittens and sunshine. They wish. That is just a haunted life. Beautifully rendered here. And then straight into the miniatures below with lots of action there as well. Very, very cool looking. You got Underhive Bounty Hunters. You can see the sword at the back. This fantastic expression and the braided hair. That is so cool. Yeah, plasma gun on the back and then a stub gun up front. And then Kal Jericho has the dueling saber. Mastercrafted hotshot laze pistol. Okay, let's get in here. Okay, so we have, looks like a 25 and a 32 mil base. Hey, whoa, this really looks like it's just been photocopied? Or like laser printed or something? Not sure. Not the usual sort of quality we've come to expect from instruction manuals from Games Workshop, but I mean, who cares really? It serves the purpose. The actual images are really super clear. You know exactly how to put this together. You probably wouldn't even need this in all honesty. They're so straightforward looking. The art on the back is kind of lost. I'm sure that the color image would have been fantastic. But anyway, this is what matters, right? Custom pistol. Oh, it's very pretty. Kind of reminds me of some of those Adeptus Mechanicus weapons that have that kind of custom feel to them, really ornate looking details. That's the plasma gun. I guess this is Scab's face. They've done a really good job on that sculpt. Great stuff. Okay, let's go get them built. Back soon. Okay, so here are Kal Jericho and Scabs. We'll look at Scabs first. And a really nice miniature. Phenomenally well detailed. I love this dynamic pose as well. It is just a seasoned warrior kind of in mid-combat, probably running to cover or something like this, or a better firing position. Pistol is out, stabilized in both hands, the rifle over the shoulder. And I love the detail in the face here. Absolutely cracking looking. And the sort of the weird collection of clothes as well, and even the sleeve of this one. That kind of sort of busboy jacket. It just kind of makes it even cooler that his arm isn't in the jacket. It's just he's kind of draped in just all these random bits of clothing. It's a very good looking miniature. And I honestly don't think that Kal Jericho was able to upstage Scabs. Like, fair enough. These ornately etched pistols are beautiful. You see the other one just sort of pointing up at the sky there. And the matching etching on the holsters, which is a lovely touch. I love the sword at the back. It's a really elegant, almost ornamental weapon, but I'm sure it's a lot more lethal than it looks. The hair and everything is great. I love the sort of the texture in these braids, and the clothing as well is tremendously intricate. And you can see the hair sort of draped over it there as well. I think there's so much in this to pick out with a really clever paint job. And let's check out this Zone Mortalis Bases kit. It's super rattly. And it has these 3 options for sort of how to paint, or 3 suggestions. You can get this sort of pale metal with sort of rust patches all over it. kind of grimier, heavier sort of rusted one. And then I guess a slightly better maintained floor, maybe within the Palanite's precinct fortress. That's what the floor looks like there. Okay, and then on the back it just breaks down into, you get 5 of the 40 mils, 15 of the 25 mils, and then 15 of the 32 mils. And the Zone Mortalis Scenic Bases. So let's have a look at them. Kind of know what they're going to look like, but let's see what the packaging and everything is like. Oh, okay. A little clamshell there. Is this sealed or no? Okay, I don't think so. Oh, cool. So reusable clamshell. Those are always handy. And then a whole bunch of these bases, and really what we've come to expect from these Necromunda bases. Very few sort of options for where you put feet to get good purchase when you're gluing them down. Something like that's not so bad. You got this flat plate over here, flat plate over here. But if you try to glue them on these sort of ridged bits, you're not getting much of a purchase. I do like the Adeptus Mechanicus little skull and cog there. And yeah, they're bases, but they are kind of interesting. I just hate the thought of something being glued on those. And because it's on one of the ridged bits, it just doesn't have enough of a contact point in the middle of painting it. Or worse, in the middle of playing with it, it just kind of snaps off. But that's the Zone Mortalis Scenic Bases. Now let's have a look at Barricades and Objectives. Terrain, objectives, and accessories for use in Necromunda and Warhammer 40k. I like that it says that on it as well. They can use these in 40k. Of course you can. They're terrain. They're barricades. It's fine. On the back we've got the breakdown of what they are. This is actually called a gang relic. I didn't know that. Door terminal. Beast's lair. I thought it actually said Beastie's lair. That would have been cool. Loot casket. Priority marker. Then we got bases. Oh, there's more bases than this. Okay, this might be the source of where I got my extra 25mm bases from. My mystery bases. Got the different barricades. Booby traps. So these are booby traps. Okay, I always thought they were just the extras you got in the loot crates, but apparently they're not. Apparently they're the nasty version of extras. All you're going to get from that is a sword head and a new augmetic eye. Okay, fantastic. Oh, with the assembly instructions on the back, I'm taking it that there aren't any inside. That's okay. I don't really think you need them. And yes, there it is. This is most likely the source of my 10 additional 25mm Necromunda bases. Mystery solved. I can sleep tonight. And then we have 2 identical sprues. I don't think there's anything else in the box. Nope. So here we have the booby traps. And then we have all of the different markers. The Beastie's Lair. The standalone barricades, which I absolutely love. These corroded sort of bulkheads and half bulkheads. And then somebody's even sort of welded a couple of these metal doors together. And everything is just covered in sort of impact marks from bullets hitting them. And the cool thing about these sort of standalone barricades, I'll show it on the front cover, is you can just throw them in anywhere. You'll be able to tuck objectives in behind them. You'll maybe have objectives in the open and barricades on either side. And perhaps risk a run into the open to grab the objective. While maybe someone else in your team puts down some cover for you. But listen, that's something that is in both of the starter sets that I opened, Dark Uprising and Underhive, and you can check those out in the show notes below. But you really couldn't have enough of those sort of barricades. They are so handy as kind of scatter terrain that also has that sort of tactical purpose, that strategic purpose. And I think that it adds that whole other element of a caustic environment, an embattled environment, and anything that adds that kind of sort of vibe to your games of Necromunda is going to increase the sort of the play experience. On the next episode of Necromunda November on Grey Primer, I'm going to be not unboxing, not looking at miniatures. I'm going to have a look at some of the fantastic books from Necromunda. Going to look at Gangs of the Underhive, the Book of Ruin, and the Book of Judgment. And that's all coming up tomorrow. I really hope you're enjoying this Necromunda content on Grey Primer. I will be back again tomorrow, like I say, but until then, please take care of yourselves, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.